Before we discuss the circle, ito yung mga importanteng concept na kailangan natin especially sa ating lesson. So, let's start with the midpoint formula. So, hopefully natatandaan nyo pa yung midpoint formula. So, kung hindi na, ito yung ating midpoint formula. So, we have x sub 1 plus x sub 2 divided by 2, comma, y sub 1 plus y sub 2 divided by 2. Next is yung concept about distance. So, we have the distance formula. X sub 2 minus x sub 1 squared plus quantity y sub 2 minus y sub 1 quantity squared. And don't forget to get the square root. Next, kailangan din nating alalahanin yung ating lesson about Cartesian coordinate system or yung Cartesian plane. Also, kailangan din nating balikan yung ating mga lessons about factoring, how to factor, how to do completing the square, at paano mag-simplify ng radicals. So, this is very important sa pag-aaral natin sa conic section. So, let's start. Okay, before that, dun muna tayo sa mga key terms na madidinig natin all throughout the subject. Number 1, vertex, an extreme point on a conic section. I-elaborate din natin yan pag nandun na tayo sa mga topics na may kinalaman sa vertex. Second, asymptote, a straight line which a curve approaches arbitrarily close as it goes to infinity. So, ito yung curve kung saan lumalapit siya sa line pero kahit kailan hindi siya magmi-meet. So, closer and closer but never be together. So, next, locus, the set of all points whose coordinates satisfy a given equation or condition. Next, focus, it is a point used to construct and define a conic section at which rays reflected from the curve. So, later, madidinig natin yan pag nasa parabola na tayo, hyperbola, and ellipse. Next. Now, 1/2 of a double cone. So, mamaya makikita natin yung double cone. So, yung kalahati ng snap. Next is a conic section. Is it a curve obtaining as the intersection of the surface of a cone with a plane. Directrix, a line used to construct and define a conic section. A parabola has one directrix. So, makikita natin yan later. So, again, ang topic natin is all about conic section. So, again, is a curve obtained as intersection of a surface of a cone with a plane. Now, meron tayong 3 types of conic sections. So, we have hyperbola, parabola, and ellipse. So, the circle is a type of ellipse and is sometimes considered as to be the 4th type of conic section. So, all in all, meron tayong 4 na pag-aaralan sa conic section. So, we have circle, parabola, ellipse, and hyperbola. So, ito yung ating double cone. And once nahatiin natin siya ng plane, horizontally, we create a circle. So, ito yung shape niya. Next, kapag nakatilt yung ating plane, parallel sa ating side ng cone, ang ma-form natin na shape is what we call a parabola. Now, kapag yung ating plane ay nakatilt ng bahagya, pero hindi siya parallel dun sa side ng cone, ang kalalabasan natin ay ganitong shape, which is called an ellipse. While yung plane natin, hinati yung ating double cone ng pa-vertical, ang mapoform natin na shape ay kagaya nito. Dalawang parabola, and this is what we call hyperbola. Okay, so let's define what is a circle. Ano nga ba ang circle? So, ito yung picture ng circle. So, circle ay merong center at meron siyang radius. So, definition, circle is a closed plane surface bounded by a curve. A circle consists of all points on a plane that are equidistant from a fixed point that called center. So, nung kayo ay grade 10, malamang familiar sa inyo itong definition na to. So, let's move on. Parabola. Anong itsura ng parabola? So, parabola ay parang letter U. Meron niyang axis of symmetry kung saan hinahati niyo yung parabola into 2 equal parts. Meron siyang focus. So, ito na yung focus. Meron siyang directrix. Meron siyang vertex. At lahat ng yan ay pag-aaralan natin at igagraph din natin later on. Okay? So, kung medyo nabibilisan sa video, pwede mo siyang panoorin ng paulit-ulit hanggang sa matutunan mo siya. Okay? So, let's continue. Definition. A parabola is a curve where any point is at an equal distance from a fixed point. Ang tawag natin sa fixed point is focus, and a fixed line called directrix. So, pag pumili daw tayo ng kahit anong point dyan, yung distance niya kay focus sa kay directrix is always equal. So, again, let's continue. Elaborate pa natin yan pag nasa parabola na tayo. Ellipse. Tsura ng ellipse ay parang itlog. So, meron niyang major axis at meron niyang minor axis. Yung major axis ay mahaba at ang minor axis ay maikse. Now, yung minor axis ay andoon yung ating mga co-vertices at sa major axis andoon yung ating mga vertices. Okay, so ating definition. An ellipse is a plane curve surrounding by two focal points such that for all points on the curve, the sum of two distances to the focal points is constant. Next, hyperbola. Ano ang itsura ng hyperbola? So, dalawa siyang parabola. So, anong meron sa kanya? Meron siyang asymptotes. So, dalawa yung kanyang asymptotes line, kung saan itong parabola na to ay closer and closer to that line, pero kahit kailan hindi yan magmi-meet. Ano pa meron sa kanya? Meron siyang dalawang vertex, dalawang focus, at meron din siyang transverse axis, at meron siyang conjugate axis. So, definition. A hyperbola is a set of points in a plane whose distance to two fixed points in the plane have a constant difference. So, constant difference naman kay hyperbola. Kanina kay ellipse, constant sum. Next, the two fixed points are called foci. So, dalawa kasi yung focus, kaya plural nun is foci. Pag isa lang, focus. Now, let's start conic section. Ating first topic is all about circle. The first one is Theorem 1.1.1. This is the standard equation of a circle at the origin. So, ano nga ba ang ini-state ng theorem na to? A circle with an equation x squared plus y squared equals to r squared has center at the origin and radius r, wherein r is greater than 0. Bakit greater than 0? Kasi po yung ating radius is always positive. So, bawal tayo mag-negative na radius. Now, if yung ating radius ay nag-equal to 0, yung circle natin is just a point or a dot. Possible na mangyari yun. So, again, let's continue. Let's have an example. Determine the center and radius of the following equation. So, yung goal natin is hanapin lang yung center and radius ng equation ng mga ito. Number 1, x squared plus y squared equals to 25. So, yung goal, hanapin yung center and radius. Now, using the theorem 1.1.1, ang sabi dito, a circle with an equation x squared plus y squared equals to r squared has center at the origin. So, ito ay kamukha ng ating equation na x squared plus y squared equals to r squared. So, meaning, yung center niya is at the origin. So, ganun siya kabilis. So, we're done at the center. Very easy. How about the radius? Now, yung radius daw ay yung constant dun sa labas ng equation. So, yung 25 ay equivalent dun sa r squared. So, hindi pa yun yung r squared yan, o yung radius squared. Equate muna natin. R squared equals to 25. Okay? Then now, solve for r. Since r squared yan, para matanggal yung squared, square root natin both side. Square root natin both side. We have square root ng r squared is r. And then square root ng 25 is positive and negative 5. But again, yung r natin is always positive. So, we take positive 5. So, the radius is 5 units. And we're done. Next example. X squared plus y squared is equals to 200. Again, we need to find the center and the radius of this equation. So, this is familiar. Ito ay kagaya nung nasa theorem 1.1.1. A circle with an equation x squared plus y squared equals to r squared has center at the origin. So, meaning, the center, automatic, is at the origin. So, we're done. Next, how about the radius? So, yung 200, this is equivalent to radius squared or yung r squared. So, equate natin siya. R squared is equals to 200. Now, solving for r, getting the square root both sides, we have square root nung r squared is r, then square root of 200. Now, simplify. Yung 200 can be equals to 100 times 2. So, hanap tayo ng factor niya na yung isang factor is a perfect square. So, 100 is a perfect square. So, magandang factor na to. And square root of 100 is 10. And square root of 2 is just square root of 2. So, this simplifies to r is equals to 10 square root of 2 units. Therefore, yung haba, yung length ng ating radius must be 10 square root of 2 units. And we're done. Center and radius, nakuha na natin. We're done. Next example. Give the standard equation of the circle given its center and radius. So, baliktad naman. Given naman yung center and radius, ibabalik natin dun sa standard equation. So, number 1. Center is at 0, 0, or the origin, having a radius of 15. Now, using theorem 1.1.1, ang sabi dito, a circle with an equation x squared plus y squared equals to r squared has a center at the origin. Now, kung yung center ay nasa origin, ganito yung ating pinaka-equation. Okay po? So, ito yung r. So, replace lang natin agad. So, we have x squared plus y squared, automatic na yan, is equals to yung r natin is 15. So, 15 squared. So, don't forget na naka-squared pa yan. Next is simplify pa natin. So, we have bring down lang natin yung x squared plus y squared is equals to 15 squared is equals to 225. Therefore, we are done. Ito na yung standard equation ng circle na merong center sa origin or 0, 0 and radius na equivalent sa 15 units. So, very easy. Next example. Again, kung nabibilisan sa example, pwede mo siyang panoorin ulit yung video, pwede mong i-pause yung video, at pwede mo siyang ulitin anytime you want. So, number 2. Center at the origin 0, 0, and the radius is square root of 6. Next, again, nasa origin yung ating center. So, meaning x squared plus y squared agad siya. So, we have x squared plus y squared is equals to what? So, this is radius squared. So, ito ay radius squared. So, kailangan natin ay square root of 6 raised to 2. So, don't forget, ito ay radius squared. Now, simplify. We have x squared plus y squared is equals to square root of 6 raised to 2 is equals to 6. Therefore, the equation or the standard equation of the circle na merong center sa origin at ang radius ay square root of 6 units is equals to x squared plus y squared is equals to 6. Okay, next tayo. We have theorem 1.1.2. Standard equation of a circle at any point on the plane. So that point is on h, k. So we have a circle with an equation x minus h squared plus y minus k squared is equals to r squared has center at h, k. And radius r, again, r is greater than 0. So let's have an example. Ito ay kagaya lang din ng parang kanina. Okay? Parang similar lang tong dalawa na to na concept. Yung theorem 1.1.1 at saka yung theorem 1.1.2. Example tayo. Determine the center and radius of the following equation. So again, center and radius ang kailangan lang nating hanapin. So number 1, x minus 5 squared plus quantity y minus 3 squared is equals to 49. Okay, paano natin siya sasagutan ay, syempre, katulong yung ating theorem. So, balikan natin yung theorem 1.1.2. So, sabi doon, ang center daw niya is at HK. Ang tanong, paano ba natin makukuha yung HK? Or ano ba yung process para makuha agad natin yung HK? Again, etong center na HK, meron siyang coordinate na x, y. So, paano nga ba natin siya mas madaling makukuha? Isang way is equate natin yung x minus h to 0, then solve for x. And then, yung y minus k, equate natin sa 0, and then solve for y. Okay? So, plus h both side, or add h both side, we have x is equals to h. And add k both side, we have y is equals to k. So, since yung x ay h, kaya yung ating x coordinate ay h, at yung y coordinate natin ay k. So, apply natin yung concept na to pagkuha ng center. So, let's apply. So, we have x minus 5 equate to 0. We have y minus 3 equate to 0. And then solve for x. So, x equals to positive 5. So, y is equals to positive 3. So, add 3 both side and add 5 both side. Therefore, yung ating center is at 5, 3. So, yung x-coordinate ay 5, yung y-coordinate ay 3. So, very easy. We're done. How about the radius? So, yung constant, tandaan natin, ito ay radius squared. So, equate natin yan sa r squared. So, r squared is equals to 49. Next, getting the square root both side. Square root ng r squared is r. And we have square root of 49. Now, square root of 49 is positive and negative 7. Therefore, r is equals to 7 units. Kasi ang target lang natin dito is yung positive value ng r. Hindi natin kailangan yung negative value ng r. So, yung radius natin is 7 units. Next example. X plus 2 squared plus y minus 1/3 squared is equals to 11. Now, gawin natin is yung x plus 2 equals to 0. And then, solve natin yung x agad. So, x is equals to negative 2. So, meron na tayong x-coordinate for our center. Next, solve natin yung y. Y minus 1/3 equals to 0. So, ito yung nasa loob. Solve natin yung y. Plus 1/3 lang both side yan. So, we have y is equals to 1/3. Therefore, yung ating center is at negative 2, 1/3. Now, meron siyang trick. Kung napansin nyo mula kanina, sa example number 1, parang binabago lang yung sign ng katabi ng x. And actually, yun yung pinaka-shortcut doon. So, ito ay positive 2. So, yung center niya ay negative 2. Positive 2 to, ito ay negative 2. Ito ay negative 1/3. Pagdating sa center, this is positive 1/3. Okay? So, ganun lang siya. Ganun lang siya kasimple. Positive 2, negative 2. Kung ito ay negative, ito ay magiging positive. So, change the sign lang. Okay? So, binigyan ko na kayo ng clue. Yun yung pinaka-shortcut. Next, how about yung r, yung radius? So, don't forget, itong 11, ito ay radius squared. So, pwede equate yan sa r squared. So, we have r squared equals to 11. Next, solving for r. Square root both side. So, square root ng r squared is r. Square root ng 11 is just square root of 11. Therefore, yung radius natin, ang length niyan is square root of 11 units. And we're done. Kasi lang may nahanap. Center and radius. So, let's continue. Example. Give the standard equation of the circle given its center and radius. So, baliktad na naman. Given naman yung center, saka yung radius, kailangan nating ibalik sa standard equation ng ating circle. So, example number 1. Center is at 1, negative 7, having a radius of 10 units. So, paano ba natin siya ibabalik? So, change the sign lang ulit. So, since ito ay positive 1, magkakaroon tayo dapat ng x minus 1 squared. Okay po? Kasi ito ay nag-change the sign lang tayo. So, para mas madali. So, ito ay negative 7. So, yung kasunod ay very good. Ito ay y plus 7 squared. So, ito ay y plus 7 squared. Change the sign lang tayo. Ito ay change the sign. So, next. Ano yung number sa part na ito? Yung constant. So, tandaan natin, ang kailangan natin dito ay radius squared. So, kunin muna natin yon. So, we have r is equals to 10. Ang kailangan ay radius squared. So, squared natin both side to. So, we have r squared equals to 10 squared. Next, simplify natin. So, r squared is equals to 100. Therefore, our final answer is quantity x minus 1 squared plus y plus 7 squared is equals to 100. So, this is the standard equation of the circle having center at 1, negative 7 and radius is equals to 10 units. Okay, now, since alam na natin kung paano kumuha ng center and radius, we are now ready to sketch the graph of the circle. So, let's begin. sketch lang natin. So, kailangan natin mag-draw ng circle. So, pwede kayong gumamit ng graphing paper kung meron kayong graphing paper. Kung wala naman, pwede naman sa normal na papel lang. Number 2, x minus 4 quantity squared plus y minus 5 squared equals to 16. Number 3, medyo mahaba. X squared plus y squared plus 8x minus 6y plus 3 is equals to 0. So, ang goal natin ay i-graph silang lahat. Okay? So, let's start with number 1. Una, pag tayo ay mag-graph, ang kailangan natin dito ay we have the center and we have the radius. Paano nga ba nakuha yung center? Yung center is change the sign lang. So, x minus 2, so negative 2 to. So, pag sa center, ito ay positive 2. Next, walang kasama yung y, so this is automatically 0. So, y equates to 0, so y is equals to 0. So, the center is at 2, 0. So, very easy. Next, radius. Bakit siya naging 2? Ang reason, kasi itong constant natin ay 4. So, ito ay r squared equals to 4. Now, square root ng 4, para makuha yung r lang, square root ng 4 is 2. Or positive 2 lang yung kailangan natin. Hindi kasi natin kailangan yung negative 2. So, we have the radius is 2 units. Now, since meron tayong center and radius, pwede na tayong mag-graph. Una, kailangan nating i-plot muna yung 2, 0. So, ang tanong, nasaan ba sa Cartesian plane yan? So, unang hanapin yung x, 2, and then sunod yung value ng y, 0. So, ito ay along x-axis. Very good. So, ito ay 2, 0. So, this will be our center. Next, since yung radius natin ay 2 units, so mula kay center, gagawa lang tayo ng 2 units sa taas niya. Yun. Tapos, 2 units sa kanyang kanan. Para lang meron tayong palatandaan. 2 units sa kanyang ibaba ng center. So, kailangan pantay-pantayan. Kapag n ay mas mahaba, hindi yan magiging bilog. Tapos, 2 units papuntang kaliwa. Okay. Now, trace na lang natin to para maging bilog. So, again, huwag nyong diretso kasi magiging diamond yan. So, hindi yan diamond. Ang ginagawa natin ay circle. So, connect lang natin. So, we have this circle. Now, kung medyo kayo ay may pagdududa sa inyong mga sarili, pwede naman tayong gumamit ng graphing calculator. So, tandaan natin, x minus 2 squared plus y squared equals to 4. So, gamit tayo ng calculator. Gamit tayo ng calculator. Tanggalin muna natin. So, we have x minus 2 squared plus y squared equals to 4. So, there you go. This is your circle. So, pwede natin siyang lakihan. And, sa tingin ko naman, sakto yan dun sa ating ginagawa kanina. So, medyo maliit lang. So, tingnan nga ulit natin. So, I guess this is absolutely correct. So, let's move on. Example number 2. X minus 4 squared plus y minus 5 squared is equals to 16. Next, ang goal natin is to graph. So, first thing, kailangan hanapin yung center. So, paano ba kunin yung center? Change the sign. So, ito ay magiging positive 4. Change the sign, magiging positive 5. So, yung center is at 4, 5. How about the radius? Yung radius natin ay square root nung constant. Kasi ito ay r squared. So, square root ng 16 will give us positive 4. So, yung positive lang yung kailangan natin. Radius natin ay positive 4. Now, we are now ready to graph the circle. So, Cartesian plane, please. So, graph natin yung 4, positive 5. 4, 5 ay nasa first quadrant. So, ito ay 4 at ito yung 5. So, ito yung ating pinaka-center. Next, 4 units up. So, 4 units up, hindi kakasya. 4 units sa kanan, hindi rin kakasya. 4 units down, yes, kasya to. So, 4 units. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Next, 4 units papuntang kaliwa. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Kasya rin yan. Now, trace na lang natin yung point. Make sure na yung center ay nandoon sa gitna. So, there you go. This is our circle. At ito yung graph ng circle na x minus 4 squared plus y minus 5 squared equals to 16. Again, pwede rin natin siyang i-double check using our calculator. check lang natin. So, gamitin na natin ito kanina. This is squared plus y minus 5 squared equals to 16. And there you go, this is our circle. And kamukhang-kamukha naman siya nung ating ginawa kanina. Ito yung ating ginawa kanina. Okay? So, meaning, we are the same. So, we are correct. Next example. Number 3. X squared plus y squared plus 8x minus 6y plus 3 is equals to 0. Now, hindi agad pansin ano ba yung center at ano ba yung radius dito. Kasi wala siya sa form na standard. So, wala siya sa ganitong forma. X minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals to r squared. So, ang goal natin, before natin kunin yung center saka radius, kailangang ilipat natin itong equation na to papunta sa standard form niya. So, paano natin gagawin yon? Una, pagsamasamahin natin yung x at pagsamasamahin lahat ng y. X squared plus 8x plus y squared minus 6y. So, pagsamahin lang natin. And then, ba't nagkaroon ng negative 3 doon? So, nag-minus 3 tayo both sides. So, minus 3 minus 3. Nag-minus 3 ka sa kanan, minus 3 sa kaliwa. So, cancel na yung negative 3 sa positive 3 at matitira dito sa kanan ay negative 3. Next, ito na po yung sinabi ko sa inyo kanina, completing the square. Kaya importante na alam natin yung mga ganong concept. So, paano nga ba? So, pakita ulit natin paano nga ba mag-completing the square. So, unahin natin yung x squared plus 8x. So, para mag-complete yung square na to, kailangan hanapin natin yung coefficient ng x. So, yun yung 8. Okay? Yung walang x squared ha. So, 8. Now, ang gagawin natin dyan is divided by 2. So, 8 divided by 2, we have 4. Lagyan lang natin ng kulay kasi mamaya magagamit natin siya. Next, after natin ma-divide by 2, we need to square it. Square natin yung 4, we have 16. So, lagyan din natin ng kulay kasi magagamit natin ito maya-maya lang. Next, sunod natin yung sa y. So, ganun lang gagawin natin. Kunin yung merong kasama ng y lang, yung walang squared, yun yung negative 6. Then, divided by 2. Negative 6 divided by 2 is negative 3. Then, after that, squared natin yung negative 3. So, negative 3 squared will give you positive 9. Negative 3 squared is equals to positive 9. Now, anong gagawin natin sa 16 and 9? I-add natin yung 16 dun sa may x. I-add natin yung 9 dun sa may y. So, ito yung mangyayari. X squared plus 8x plus 16. Ito yung 16. Plus y squared minus 6y plus 9. Ito yung 9. So, since nag-add ka ng 16 sa kanang 9 sa kaliwa, kailangan mag-add ka rin ng 16 at saka 9 sa kanan para ito ay balance. So, nag-add ka ng 16, mag-add ka rin ng 16 sa kabila to make it balance or para parang wala ka lang ding dinagdag. Bakit wala kang dinagdag? Pag inilipat natin yung 16 sa kabilang side, 16 minus 16 is just 0. So, parang wala din tayong idinagdag. Okay? So, let's continue. Now, itong part na to, x squared plus 8x plus 16, ito ay pwede nating i-factor sa x plus 4 times x plus 4. Again, ulitin ko lang, yung goal natin ay x minus h then naka-squared. Kailangan natin yung squared, naka-squared. Magkamukha na to, so mamaya may squared na yan. Pwede pagsamahin yan. Ito, y squared minus 6y plus 9 can be factored as y minus 3 times y minus 3. So, since magkamukha yan, pag pinag-multiply natin yan, magkakaroon na yan ng squared. And then, simplify lang natin to. Negative 13 plus 16 plus 9. So, we have 22. Simplify natin. X plus 4 squared. Familiar yung 4, diba? Ito yung dinivide nyo kanina by 2. So, yun yung pinaka-shortcut nun. Okay? So, x plus 4 squared plus y minus 3 squared. Yung minus 3 na to, ito yung sagot kanina. Nung nag-divide tayo ng 2 na coefficient nung y. Equals to 22. So, ito yung sagot sa right side. So, ibig sabihin, this equation, x squared plus y squared plus 8x minus 6y plus 3 is equal to 0 is equal or equal lang sa x plus 4 squared plus y minus 3 squared equals to 22. So, ito yung kanyang standard form. Therefore, pwede na nating makuha yung kanyang center. Ano naman yung center niya? Change the sign, change the sign. So, yung center is at negative 4 and positive 3. How about the radius? Yung radius natin is equivalent to square root of 22 kasi ito ay equal sa r squared. Now, square root of 22. Since mag-graph tayo, para mas mag-graph natin ng maayos, kunin natin yung value niya. So, gamit tayo ng calculator. So, ang square root ng 22 is approximately 4.69. So, pwede natin i-double check kung tama yung ating nakuhang sagot. Square root of 22, then hit equal sign. Decimal tayo. So, we have 4.69. So, okay. So, let's continue. We are now ready to graph this equation. X plus 4, y minus 3. Okay? So, ano nga ba yung ating center kanina? Negative 4 and positive 3. Ano yung radius natin? 4.69 units. So, first thing, i-graph muna natin yung center. Negative 4, positive 3. Ang tanong, anong quadrant yan? Very good. Ito ay nasa quadrant 2. So, ito yung ating negative 4 and 3. So, this will be our center. Next, 4.69 units up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Medyo susobra. Sa kanan na lang. 1, 2, 3, 4.69. So, ito yung 4.69 units. Sa baba niya, 4.69 units din. 1, 2, 3, 4.69. Dito siya mapupunta. Sa kaliwa, sobra. So, okay na yung dalawang points na yan. I-connect na lang natin. Make sure na yung center yung nasa gitna. So, there you go. So, this is the graph. Ito yung sketch ng ating equation kanina. So, balikan natin. Ano nga ba yung equation kanina? X plus 4 squared plus y minus 3 squared equals to 22. So, gawin natin. Let's start with an activity. So, determine the standard equation of the following circle with the given properties. Write your answer in a one whole sheet of paper. So, please show your complete solution. Solution for number 1 and number 2 are provided. This will serve as an example. So, number 1, yung goal, determine the standard equation of the circle. Number 1, standard equation of the circle with center at 2, 3 and passes through point P. Yung point P natin ay 0, 5. So, again, yung goal natin ay standard equation ng circle. So, yung center natin is not at the origin. So, gamitin natin yung theorem 1.1.2. So, ano nga ba yung ating standard equation ng circle? We have x minus h squared plus y minus k squared is equals to r squared. So, para magawa natin yung standard equation na yan, ang kailangan natin is yung hk or yung center and yung radius squared. Question, meron na ba tayong center or yung hk? And the answer is yes, andito na siya. So, hindi natin problema yung hk dyan. Ano na lang yung problema? Yung r squared. Very good. So, yun na lang yung problema. So, let's start the solution. May hk na tayo. Hindi natin po problemahin. So, Cartesian plane, please. So, una, kailangan natin gawin, i-plot muna natin yung mga points sa ating Cartesian plane at tingnan natin ano ba yung nangyayari dun sa ating question. Illustrate muna natin. So, yung center natin is at 2, 3. So, plot muna natin yun. Sa first quadrant, we have 2, 3. So, we have the center in this position. Next, dadaan daw yung circle natin at point 0, 5. So, yung 0, 5 is along y-axis. So, doon natin lalagay siya. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So, 0, 5 ay nandito. So, anong ibig sabihin? Yung circle natin ay dadaan dyan sa point na kulay dilaw. Okay? At ito yung gitna. So, ano nga ba yung itsura ng circle na yun? So, gawa tayo ng rough estimate. Ito yung circle na kailangan natin kunin ng equation. Center ay nasa 2, 3 at dadaan dun sa 0, 5. Okay? So, yung goal natin, hanapin lang yung radius. So, paano ba mahanap yung radius nito? Ang radius niyan is yung distance between this center and point P. Yung center, saka yung any point on your circle. Isa lang naman yung binigay na point, yung point P. So, pag nahanap natin yung distance niyan, automatic, yun na yung length ng radius natin. So, kailangan natin yung distance formula. Kaya nga nung first day pa lang, sabi ko sa inyo, ay i-review natin yung mga informations, yung mga lessons natin about midpoint, about distance formula, factoring. Those are very important. So, let's begin. So, paano ba hanapin yung radius? So, using the distance between these points. So, yung radius natin is equals to distance formula, square root of between these 2 points. So, ano nga ulit yan? X sub 2 minus x sub 1 squared plus y sub 2 minus y sub 1 raised to 2. So, this is your distance formula. Now, distance ng alin ulit? Yung center at saka ng point P. So, alin nga ulit dyan yung x sub 1, y sub 1. So, pipili lang tayo alin dyan yung x sub 1 and y sub 1. So, in this case, ito yung pipiliin natin, yung center, x sub 1, y sub 1. So, yung 0, 5 must be yung x sub 2, y sub 2. Now, nung grade 10 kayo, na-prove na natin na kahit pagbalik ta rin nyo yan, same pa rin yung kalalabasan na sagot. Same pa rin yung distance nila. Okay? So, kayong bahala kung alin ang gusto nyo gamitin. But, in this example, yung x sub 1, y sub 1 natin ay yung 2, 3. So, substitute natin sa ating formula. R is equals to x sub 2 natin ay 0 minus 2 squared plus yung y sub 2 natin ay 5 minus 3 y sub 1 quantity squared. Next, simplify natin. We have 0 minus 2 is negative 2. Squared natin ay 4. 5 minus 3 ay 2. Squared natin ay 4 din. Kaya magiging 4 plus 4. Next, add natin to. This becomes 8. But yung 8 can be written as or can be factored as 4 times 2. But kailangan i-factor? Kasi pwede pang i-simplify yung square root of 8. So, yung 4 kasi ay perfect square. So, therefore, yung radius natin is equivalent to 2 square root of 2. Bakit? Kasi yung square root ng 4 ay 2. At yung square root of 2, wala naman siyang square root. So, may iwan siya dun sa loob ng square root. So, we have r is equals to 2 square root of 2. Tanong, may center at may radius na tayo. Tapos na ba yung ating tanong? Siyempre, hindi pa. Kasi yung goal natin ay yung standard equation of this circle. Now, sa standard equation ng circle natin, ang kailangan natin is r squared. Hindi natin kailangan yung r lang. So, square muna natin itong r. So, squared natin, both side, r squared is equals to 2 square root of 2 squared. So, multiply lang natin 2 square root of 2 times 2 square root of 2 sa sarili niya. So, we have r is equals to, or r squared is equals to 8. Now, pwede kayong gamit ng calculator sa pag-multiply ng mga ganyan para mas mabilis kayo. So, meron tayong center, meron tayong r squared. Pwede na natin gawin yung standard equation ng circle. Simple lang naman to. Change the sign lang, yung h and k. So, ito yung h, ito yung k. Simple pa ano lang, change the sign lang. So, we have x minus 2, kasi positive to, so minus 2 squared, plus y minus 3, kasi positive to, change the sign, is equals to, yung r squared natin is 8. Therefore, our answer must be x minus 2 squared plus y minus 3 squared is equals to 8. So, ito yung equation, yung standard equation ng circle, na yung center niya is nasa 2, 3, at dumaan sa 0, 5. Now, to double check our answer, gamit ulit tayo ng graphing calculator. So, gawan tayo x minus 2 squared plus y minus 3 squared equals to 8. So, ito yung ating equation, ito yung ating circle na kung saan yung center natin ay nasa 2, 3. Ito yung ating center at dumaan sa 0, 5. And iyan ay almost the same ng ating illustration. So, anong ibig sabihin nun? We are correct. Let's move on. Number 2. Determine the standard equation of a circle with endpoints of its diameter at 1, 6 and 3, negative 2. So, endpoints ng diameter yung given. So, again, ang kailangan natin ay standard equation ng circle. So, ano nga ulit siya? Theorem 1.1.2. X minus h squared plus y minus k squared is equals to r squared. Okay, so ang unang question, kailangan mong isipin muna, meron ka na bang H and K o yung center? Sagot ay wala. Kasi wala namang binigay na center. So, problema natin pa yon. So, hanapin pa natin yung center niyan. Meron na ba tayong radius na binigay? Ang sagot ay wala din. So, hanapin ulit natin yan. So, hanapin natin yung center, hanapin natin yung radius. So, let's have the solution. Cartesian plane, please. So, una, illustrate muna natin. Ano nga ba yung mga given natin? So, una, ilagay natin yung 1, 6. So, ito yung 1, 6 natin. Nasa first quadrant. 3, negative 2 ay nasa fourth quadrant. So, 3, negative 2. Ito yung point na yun. Ito daw yung endpoint ng diameter. So, meaning, pag gumawa ako ng circle, dapat dadaan sa dalawang point na yan. Okay? So, hopefully na visualize natin. So, gawa na natin yung rough estimate. So, ito yung ating circle. Ito ay rough estimate lang. So, una, kailangan natin mahanap yung center. O, yung center, since diameter to, yung nasa gitna niyang dalawang point na yan, yung midpoint ng dalawang point na yan, ay yung center. Kaya nga, nung umpisa pa lang, alam nyo na kung bakit ko pinapaalala sa inyo yung midpoint formula. Okay? So, pwede nyo naman tansyahin. Banda rito yung gitna. Pwede naman yung gawin. Yun nga lang, baka hindi yan tumama kung huhulaan lang natin. Okay? So, kailangan natin siyang computein. So, let's see. So, yung center ay yung midpoint ng dalawa na to. So, we use midpoint formula to find the center. So, again, the center, ito yung midpoint formula natin. X sub 1 plus X sub 2 divided by 2, comma, Y sub 1 plus Y sub 2 divided by 2. That's the midpoint. So, ano nga ba yung gagamitin nating X sub 1, Y sub 1, X sub 2, Y sub 2? So, manggagaling yun sa dalawang endpoints natin. Okay? So, ito yung ating X sub 1, Y sub 1. Ito yung ating X sub 2, Y sub 2. And again, nung grade 10 kayo, kahit pagbalik ta rin nyo yan, same pa rin yung magiging sagot niyan. So, sa ngayon, ito muna yung X sub 1, Y sub 1. Ito yung X sub 2, Y sub 2. Substitute na natin sa ating equation. We have center is equals to X sub 1 natin ay 1 plus yung X sub 2 natin ay 3 divided by 2, comma, Y sub 1 natin ay 6 plus yung ating Y sub 2 ay negative 2, then divided by 2. Simplify natin. 1 plus 3 ay 4, divided by 2 ay 2. 6 plus negative 2 ay positive 4, divided by 2 is also 2. So, therefore, the center is at 2, 2. So, we're done sa HK. Nakuha na natin yung center. So, ganun lang kabilis. So, plot natin. So, obviously, ito yung gitna niya. So, ito yung ating center ng circle natin. Next, last problem is yung radius. So, kailangan hanapin yung radius. So, paano ulit hanapin yung radius? Yung distance between the center and any point on the circle. So, pwede mong gamitin yung 1, 6 and 3, negative 2. Kahit alin dyan ang gamitin mo, same lang yan magiging sagot. So, again, radius is equal to the distance ng center at ng any point. So, distance formula gagamitin natin. X sub 2 minus X sub 1 squared plus Y sub 2 minus Y sub 1 squared. So, unahan ko na yung aking PowerPoint. Y sub 1 squared. Okay? So, alin dyan yung X sub 1, Y sub 1, alin dyan yung X sub 2, Y sub 2. So, in my example, gamitin ko yung center as X sub 1, Y sub 1, at yung aking X sub 2, Y sub 2 ay yung 3, negative 2. Now, tatanong nyo sa akin, Sir, pwede bang gamitin namin itong 1, 6 sa X sub 2, Y sub 2? Yes, pwede naman. Same lang yung magiging sagot. So, pwede nyo kunin yan. Ito naman yung gamitin nyo. Tapos, i-comment nyo dun sa comment box kung ano yung nakuha nyong sagot. And I'm sure, same lang yung makuha nyong sagot kagaya na makuha natin ngayon. So, substitute yung ating mga values sa ating equation. We have R is equals to the square root of X sub 2 natin ay yung ating 3 minus 2 squared plus yung ating Y sub 2 ay negative 2 minus 2 yung ating Y sub 1 then squared. Simplify natin. 3 minus 2 ay 1. Squared is just 1. Plus negative 2 minus 2 ay negative 4. Negative 4 squared is 16. Therefore, we have 1 plus 16. Simplify pa natin. 1 plus 16. Gamit tayo ng calculator. Siyempre, hindi na. So, we have square root of 1 plus 16 is 17. Now, kailangan ba natin ng R? Yes. Pero, mas kailangan natin yung R squared. So, ang gawin natin, squared muna natin yung R. So, square both side. So, R squared is equals to 17. So, ito yung kailangan natin sa equation. May center na tayo, h and k. May r squared na tayo, 17. So, therefore, yung ating standard equation ng circle na ito ay equivalent sa, change the sign lang to guys. So, we have x minus 2, change the sign, squared, plus y minus 2, change the sign lang yung sa center, squared is equals to yung r squared, 17. So, therefore, this is the standard equation of this circle na yung endpoints niya ay at 1, 6 and 3, negative 2. So, this is the final answer. Now, let us check again using our graphing calculator. So, we have x minus 2 squared plus y minus 2 squared equals to 17. And there you go. Ito yung ating kinalabasan na kamukha naman ng ating illustration. So, yung center niya ay nasa 2, 2. Ito yung center. Dumaan sa 1, 6. Ito yung 1. Ito yung 6. Sakto. At dumaan sa 3, negative 2. Asan yung 3? Ito yung 2. Sa gitna ng 2 ay 4. 2, 3, negative 2. So, ito yung point. So, sakto naman yung ating illustration. Okay, so we're done. So this is the final answer. Now it's your turn to answer the remaining items. Number 3. Determine the standard equation of the circle with center at negative 1, negative 2 and passes through point P, negative 1, positive 3. Again, with endpoints of its diameter at negative 10, 8 and 6, negative 10. Last, center is at 0, 2 and the length of its diameter is 8 units.